welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by, and before we get started in today's video, please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. Please remember to also thumbs up this video, and turn on your notifications. So let's get started. So for today's video, we're gonna have a look. I'm gonna do a review on this Bible study by Priscilla, Shirer, and it's called The Armour of God. The Armour of God. And I've had this book for quite a while, but I only started the study, I think it was in August. I did it in September and I haven't finished it. I found it to be quite a meaty book, quite a meaty Bible study. And it's very challenging and it's very, very eye-opening, and it really opens up your spirit to spiritual warfare and the techniques, and it gives you lots of hints and things that you should be doing and thinking about when you're preparing to engage in spiritual warfare. And it's actually a fantastic Bible study, and it's very, very meaty, very, very detailed. And I really, and I'm enjoying it. I haven't done it actually for a few weeks because I've had some things going on. So I haven't actually finished it. And I'm about halfway through it, even though I started it in August. But I'm halfway through it, and I am determined to finish it at some point. But I just wanted to share with you this Bible study. I actually love a lot of Priscilla Shirer's things. She really breaks everything down. There's lots of nuggets in here, lots of lessons, lots of truths that you could really get into. And you can really dig deep with this Bible study. So I would really encourage you to get this. If you're looking for a really meaty Bible study, on the armor of God, or just a meaty Bible study generally, I would advise you to get this one. It's very, very good. So we've got the front page here, and we've got the table of contents. You've got the author, you've got the first section, sizing up the enemy, and each section is a week of lessons. So you've got weeks 1 to 6. And then you've got the sword of the Spirit, the leadership guide, and the prayer strategies page. So I'm going to go through one of the weeks so that you can see the actual layout of the study. So at the beginning, you've got, she's actually typed out here is the verses that the book is based on, and that's Ephesians 6, verses 10 to 19. And I just went through and highlighted what ministered to me as I was reading it. You've got the verbs. Verb is a doing word. It's an action word. And the thing is, I've put here, these are things that I must do. So I have to take up the full armor of God. I have to stand firm and resist. I have to gird up my loins with truth. I have to put on the breastplate of righteousness. I've got to make sure that my feet are shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. I have got to take up the shield of faith. Okay, I have to take the helmet of salvation. I have to wield the sword of the Spirit. I have to make sure that I'm praying at all times in the Spirit. And I have got to make sure that I am alert. God has his part, and we also have a responsibility to do our part. So I went through and I underlined everything that I am responsible to do in this spiritual warfare. Okay, and then let me go through. These are all my notes that I wrote and underlined as I was going through my section of the earlier section of the book. But let me go to one of the chapters. Okay, let's see, we've got day 5 here. Let me leave that in there. And I will go to, right, let's do here so that you can actually see the breakdown of the book, of the section. So here we're going through the breastplate of righteousness. She actually writes out the scriptures, and then you fill in in the spaces that are missing, you fill out those words. And also here at the bottom, it says that you have video sessions that are available for download with this book. So that's another interesting thing as well that you could, that would help with your Bible study. So you've got day one, each section has 5 days in it. So for day one, you've got the heart of the matter, and she has scriptures at the side, and then she has highlighted areas that correspond to the main text. So here, what I really like, for example, she's got a coat of mail, and then there's an arrow there, and it will explain what a coat of mail is. She will have, for example, breastplate. We're looking at breastplate. In the column here, she will have a definition of what breastplate means in the Greek. So in the column, she has different definitions of what specific words mean in the Greek, or gives you definitions of what they mean in English. The main text is written in black, but then when she has questions or prompts for you to take action, they are in a green color. I'm not sure if that green color is actually showing up on my camera, but where there are actions for you to do, they are in a different color, and it's like a mossy green color. Okay, so here it says reread and write the last line of each paragraph. Here, describe the subtle differences between truth and righteousness. So there are prompts for you to do, for you to act on. And then she goes there and she continues, you continue with the study. And then at the end, she has something called actionable intel. What have you learned from the section that you've just studied? And then you have day 2. Same type of thing. Here you have the items in the columns that help you. And then you have, at the end of day 2, you have actionable intel. And then that is how each section is made up. That's day 3. We've got day 4. And then you've got day 5. Day 5 is usually a strategy session, and she guides you in how you can strategize during spiritual warfare based on the chapter or the section that you're reading. So this one will be how you would strategize using the breastplate of righteousness. Okay, and then you go on to the next section, which is the shoes of peace, and that is how the book is laid out. And at the bottom, you will have a link to video sessions which are available for download that will further enhance your study. Okay, so it goes all the way through. It's the same layout. It's the same layout going. And then at the end, you've got the sword of the Spirit. And then at the back of the book, you have a leader guide. And session 1, you've got sizing up the enemy, and you have a guide. So whoever's leading the Bible study, this is a leader guide that the person leading the Bible study can use, and it will help that leader to guide and lead the Bible study in a small group. So you've got session 2, the belt of truth. You've got discussion questions, discussion starters. You got here session 3, the breastplate of righteousness. Here you've got session 4, the shoes of peace. And there we go, tips for leading a group. There we go, you got different tips: welcome and introduction, watching the teaching, prayer, prayerfully prepare, include others, encourage discussion, keep connecting. And then you have your endnotes and other books and studies by Priscilla Shirer. Okay, so if you're looking for a you've got prayer strategies here. And then you've got your prayer strategies. These cards, actually, you can actually tear them out of the book, and you can write down your prayer request and your prayer strategies, and you can carry them around with you. And the end of the book is, all these are prayer strategy cards that you can actually tear out, because they're perforated along here, and you can tear them out and you can carry them around with you with your prayer points and scriptures to go with it. And then here at the end you have the actual armor and you can label it. So if you're looking for a really good Bible study for 2021, to enter 2021 in, or you're just looking for a really good group study or a really good personal study, I would really recommend this book. It really ministered to me. I'm halfway through it and I'm going to take my time and go through it because it's pretty meaty and it really does get you thinking. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Please make sure that you thumbs up this video, turn your notifications on, share this video, and check out the information that I have in the description box below. And I will see you in my next video. Okay, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.